Hello everybody, the Army of Otters here, and welcome back to the Unexplored Mojave. Today we're going to be looking at the Gun Runners. Now the Gun Runners might be one of the most visited locations within Fallout New Vegas, so definitely not somewhere that is very unique or unexplored. However, there are some interesting things about this location, information-wise, and also during the quest you can depend on me. We are tasked with infiltrating the Gun Runners in order to steal some information, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to go ahead and explore the Gun Runners for a video. So the Gun Runners are one of the largest companies or businesses within the post-apocalypse. They deal obviously in creating and selling weapons, and they are the single biggest supplier of weapons and ammunition to the NCR. The Gun Runners are not just in New Vegas, but they are also within the NCR territory. The Gun Runners we see in Fallout New Vegas are simply the Mojave branch of their organization. So let's go ahead and jump into the Gun Runners. While I doubt you need it, Gun Runners is located in the center of the map, right next to the Freeside East entrance. So when you first arrive at the Gun Runners, you're just going to find Isaac, who's the man on my right, working on guns, or just working at the workbench, honestly. And then the Vendortron, who is the person, or the robot, I should say, that will sell you all the weapons and ammunition. Now, of course, the Gun Runners have some very amazing weapons, but they will come at a premium cost. And then Vendortron has some interesting information about the Gun Runners.
This is the New Vegas branch of the Gun Runners, supplying the Wasteland with only the finest armaments since 2155. All Gun Runner merchandise is constructed on site. This kiosk was specially constructed around me to deter theft and assault.
And for many players, that's where their experience with the Gun Runners ends. But here on the Unexplored Mojave, we like to push the envelopes and, of course, break the law. Now, upon entering the Gun Runners, Rex went berserk immediately, and he just flat out killed the Gun Runners, which, of course, if you've played through the quest, you can depend on me. Having Gun Runners being killed is no bueno. So I decided to reload the save, and this time without Rex, we can successfully infiltrate the Gun Runners. So once inside the Gun Runners, you can obviously go wherever you want as long as you are hidden. I used a stealth boy to make my life a lot easier. However, if you are seen or they catch you, you will become an enemy instantly and they will try to kill you. And then we can download the data for the quest, of course, and there's also a very funny terminal entry which reads, "One of the Crimson Caravan guards, identified as Robert Wilson, decided it would be funny to take a shot at our Vendortron. He's lucky he didn't get a 308 through his idiot skull. We're currently negotiating with McLafferty for reparations. But in the meantime, we need to update the Vendortron's recognition software to filter out all Crimson Caravan employees. We'll also need to pull some strings over at McCarran and get them temporarily barred from purchasing ammo there as well." So obviously here we can see some of the hostility between the Gun Runners and the Crimson Caravan, and this hostility is actually quite funny. Somebody was shooting at the Vendortron, who is very well protected in his little vendor box. But besides for the data we need to collect, there isn't a whole lot of loot inside, but we'll go ahead and walk through and see the rest of the area. It's really just a living quarters for the Gun Runner workers. Now the people inside working on the firearms, their character image is actually based on the classical cast of Mythbusters: Adam Savage, Jamie Hyneman, and Carrie Byron. So some interesting Easter eggs in Fallout New Vegas. Perhaps the developers were big fans of Mythbusters. I vaguely remember Mythbusters on Discovery Channel as a child. However, I was never someone who actually watched it very often. And then outside we can find some destroyed buildings, but there isn't a whole lot in the surrounding area. And to the south, of course, is the NCR Sharecropper Farms. And there you have it, the Gun Runners. I hope you guys were able to learn something during the course of this video. And what do you think of the Gun Runners? Are they your main supplier of weapons and ammo? Let me know in the comments section below, as long as with who you think the best vendor in Fallout New Vegas is. As always, thank you guys really so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any recommendations for the next episode, please leave it in the comments section below. And, as always, until next time.